Doctor Who Story by Story. Vampires of Venice Review. Just the facts. Vampires of Venice is the name of the sixth episode of the fifth series of the televised fan-fiction 21st Century New Who series, broadcast on the 8th of May 2010. It was the first season to star Matt Smith as the 11th Doctor and Karen Gillan and Arthur Darvill as his companions Amy Pond and Rory Williams, and the first to be overseen by new showrunner Stephen Moffat. The story was written by Toby Whithouse, who had previously written the 10th Doctor Story School Reunion in Series 2 in 2006, and who would go on to write The God Complex a year later in Series 6. A Town Called Mercy in Series 7A in 2012, all for Matt Smith, the Under the Lake two-parter in 2015 for in Series 9 for Peter Capaldi's 12th Doctor, and The Lie of the Land in Series 10 in 2017. The episode was directed by newcomer Johnny Campbell. Plot. The Doctor tries to take Amy and Rory on a romantic holiday to Venice, only to get them all involved in a plot by aliens that seem to resemble vampires to repopulate their race by destroying the city. Guest cast. The major guest star of Vampires of Venice is Helen McCreary as principal villain Rosanna Calvieri. McCreary has appeared in many films and television series including Skyfall and Peaky Blinders, though is perhaps otherwise best known in cult circles as Narcissa Malfoy, wife of Lucius and mother of Draco, in the Harry Potter movies. Playing her son Francesco is Alex Price, a young actor who has appeared in TV shows and films such as Being Human, also written by Whithouse, Merlin and A Horse with No Name. Appearing as Guido, a father worried about his daughter after she joins the apparent convent run by Rosanna, is Lucien Mzmati, a British Tanzanian actor who has also appeared in Game of Thrones. Trivia. The old-fashioned Croatian village of Droga stood in for medieval Venice. Whithouse originally pitched a story idea for Series 5 that would ultimately become the God Complex in Series 6, with Stephen Moffat finding it too similar to other episodes in Series 5. The episode served to reintroduce Rory, who had not been seen since the first episode of the season, The 11th Hour, and to make him a part of the TARDIS crew, and was designed as a good jumping-on point for new viewers who may not have seen the start of the season. The episode length is actually 50 minutes, 5 minutes longer than the series norm. The episode was released in July 2010 on DVD and Blu-ray as the second volume of the series together with the preceding Time of Angels two-parter, and then later in the year as a part of the complete Series 5 box set. Reaction. 6.17 million watched the episode live on first transmission in the UK, the lowest overnight figures of the season mainly thanks to an earlier transmission time of 6 p.m. The episode got a mixed reaction from critics, being praised by some for its humor, pacey script and production values but panned by others as being too unoriginal and predictable. Fan opinion of the episode today is generally unfavorable, and it is often seen as one of the weakest episodes of Series 5. What I think? Far be it from me to be a contrary bastard, because as we all know I would never do that, tee-hee chuckle guffaw titter, but I really like Vampires of Venice. Criticizing Who stories, and new Who stories especially, for unoriginality, is a bit pot, kettle, so I'm generally baffled by the negative reaction this one often gets. It's a bit disappointing that the vampires are really fish aliens rather than the state of decay real thing. But this is still a fun pseudo-horror tale with a well-done gothic atmosphere, lots of good jokes and the best modern TARDIS crew on great form. I hadn't really taken that much notice of Rory in the 11th Hour, and it was fairly unclear just how important he was in that one, but he is a proper member of the TARDIS and Arthur Darvill is great, very funny and having sparkling chemistry with Karen and Matt alike, both of whom are on their usual wonderful form. Karen doesn't half look nice in that dress too, yum yum. The production values are as gorgeous as she is too, and it seems to be me to an average episode made very enjoyable by the actors and the obvious effort and love put into the production. I saw this again just recently and again had a great time with it, so negative Nancy's be damned. I give Vampires of Venice a very strong B+.